Alright, welcome to Dale Kramer's Custom Cars and Anything. Well, we pulled the rear end out after I bitched about, I'm sorry. We got $5 in the jar again. I apologize for that. When I was complaining that the car was so close, well, I didn't think, that, you know what, Dale? You're going to end up pulling the rear end out so you can weld all these brackets on there. So I did that. And then I painted it yesterday. Welded all the brackets on, painted it. Now we're doing the brakes. I got that side done already. So now I'm going to work on the driver's side. These are standard Ford 10-inch brakes on a 8.8 Ford. They go from like, I don't know what it is. Several years they had them, So let's see if we can put this one together by memory. Here we go. Might take me a minute. Okay. So anyway, what I did is the parking brake levers. Okay, I'm going to put them in there because later on I'm going to put a parking brake in here. I don't know when. Just not right now, but I want to get one in here. So I put this all together already. I sandblasted these in my little blasting cabinet. This and then the strut rod, the parking brake strut rod. I sandblasted these little pieces. The plungers for the wheel cylinders, blasted them. So let's get to work here. So what we'll do is, oh yeah, and I also mounted the wheel cylinders. When I mounted that other wheel cylinder in, I thought I might as well mount this one. So I did right away. So now what we'll do is, we'll always look at these, make sure they're good. Sometimes you got to bend them a little bit and make sure they're not all pitted all the heck, Mine aren't so bad. I've seen them pretty bad. And then sometimes, okay, well, we got to get these pushed in there till a seal snaps into them. Okay, perfect. And we'll turn them like so. Let's go this way here. Okay. Now on the back there's a little cap that goes over where your brake line goes in. Take that out for a little bit. Because what it'll do is it'll help plunge them in. So take that little rubber cap out and just set it off to the side. You want to put that back in there so you don't get no dirt in it. Then what we'll do, we'll put the shoe retainer in, like that, okay? Then let's see, what should we work on next? Okay, let's put, now this is the passenger side, so, that's how that looks. I don't know how to explain it better. Okay, so now we'll want to put this up here till this end latches into there, like that, okay, something like that. And then what I do, this is my tip of the day, if I can get it out of there. A lot of people, they sit there and they try to hold that. Well, what I do is I kind of clamp it down. Normally I have a nail out, one of the retaining nails. I call them retaining nails. I'll pull one of them out. I'll stick that through the corresponding hole. I don't know if you can quite see that or not, but I wish I had some sort of light here going right now. Wish I had a piece of metal I could stick this to. Oh, I'm sure that helps, but I don't know how to. It'll stay there. Yeah, I guess you can't see it, but on this side you'll see a hole, and put your nail through there, put it through there straight, make sure the pad is kind of into place here a little bit. sort of like that. You'll see it. This is in place. This is latched. This is in place. Then I take this pliers and lightly, just enough to hold it. Let's put this on here. Okay. So you're going to adjust it a little bit. Just enough to hold it like that. See, there's your third hand now. Now, what we do, we put a string. I gotta get new brake tools. I've had these brake tools for 35 years, and I tried to. I think we'll use that. These I've had for several years. I gotta upgrade that. There's better ones out there now on the market. So you want to put that in there so that's facing up, you know, and then put your spring in there like so, and then mark out where that. You gotta push in and turn. Most of you probably know that already. It helps to have exceptional lighting too, which I don't have right now. Come on. Okay, I got a regroup here. The nail is facing left to right is the flat. So we gotta get, oh, this is totally opposite. And then sometimes I'll take the spring and just kind of, oh, if I want to move. Okay, then we'll go up and down. That's the way it is right now. And these sometimes can be just a bear, especially with old 25-year-old tools. There's got to be something better than this on the market by now. Come on. Oh, jeepers, ain't you gonna go through it? Well, what the heck? Why are we going through? Okay, well, try it again. Keep trying until you get it. You will eventually get it. Sometimes you gotta fight it. Sometimes it goes right away, you know? I like it when it goes right away. But obviously in this case it's not gonna do that because I'm videoing it. There it goes, see? I just want to make sure that's in there, which it is. Okay, now I can release our third hand. Okay. Now let's do the other one. Rinse and repeat, they say. So let's grab a nail out of here. I always buy new hardware kits. I mean, unless you take it apart and everything's still got paint on it, then I won't. All I know is I want to get this done because it's going to be icy outside here shortly. Okay, so let's shove the nail through this hole. And let's shove this up here. Oh, let's do something else. Let's get the strut up there. Now we'll need a purple oblong string like this. Okay. And then we'll need, oh, the strut rod. What am I thinking? And the strut rod, you can see it's got a stop on it. See, it's got a stop here. That way it holds that on. Stops it from going any further. Okay, the strut rod has to go this way. Now we'll line it up, which you can't see now, I suppose, but I'll take you on a tour at the end of the show here. Okay, we got the nail in there. Okay. Okay. So let's take our finger and hold the nail up like that. We'll put it on Viagra. And now we got to line the strut rod's got to go in that one. And then the wheel cylinder's got to go into that one. So, okay. And then we got to make sure we line up the top. So there's quite a few things you got to keep in mind here. And then at the same time, that's got to go in there. So what I'll do here is I'll get this kind of close. The strut rod here, I'll fix that in a minute. But let's get that retaining spring on. So let's get this set up. Our third hand again. I'm having such a problem here. Okay. Let's readjust our hand here. Okay. Everything's way out of place, but I'm focused on getting that spring in there. Got it in the right hole. Yeah, we'll get this all into place. Boy, does that look terrible right now. Oh, I got to move my body here. I broke my wrist, so I don't have the full rotation that I should. So I got to sit here and well. The secret is to have enough light, and I don't right now. When you have a light on this thing, it's amazing how fast you can pop that spring together. It makes a world of difference. And I don't. So I got to move my frame. And we'll get it. We're fighting it again like we did on the other side. And then suddenly you'll just get it right away. Okay, which way are we pointing? I'm going to keep an eye on that. Let's go up and down with it. And just like that, you'll get it. You take your time, you know, all that stuff, you'll get it right away. Okay, now the strut rod's in the place on the left side. You'll see that. This side's way out of alignment. This is way out. That's way out. It's totally screwed up. Okay, now this is in place, this is in place, this is in place, this wants to go in place, you know. So let's see. I gotta think here now. If you want to put the two top springs in, but I gotta make sure which one goes in. Oh yeah, and I gotta put that other piece, the adjuster thing in. We have that and that. We have this. Oh, this big. I want to have this facing out, the spring hook's facing out. Okay, kind of make sure this is kind of into place. That goes like that. And this will go like that. First, let's back that off. Let's put this spring in. Because the green one goes in first. It goes in the top hole here. So let's get that into place first. Where's my tools? So that hook goes into that hole like that, and then that gets hooked there. Then I got the spring tool. Now this is a tool that I've had this since I've been 16, so I've had it for 45 years, I guess. Everything's coming up. Why is that? Oh, I can't. See, that's the problem with these old tools, you know? They just, they work when they want to. Make sure this is in right. I suppose I could put my third hand on there. We'll try it one more time. If we have to, we'll put the vice grip on the top here. Yeah, it's going to pull down again. Okay. Let's just do this then. Oh, it's still on the bottom. That's probably why it's pulling out. Still have it on the bottom. We'll push that against that. And we'll adjust this. Real lightly, remember? Okay. Now I'll put this back here. Make sure the spring end is out, and then just run it up, and you'll see that. You see the difference there. That has to. You have to make sure you put that on. Just let it hang. Don't worry about it. Sometimes I should maybe just. Sometimes I'll use a vice grip. That actually works better sometimes. Okay. Now I'm getting upset here. My leg is going numb at the same time. Oh. We will eventually get it. It's real simple to do, but since I'm kind of being hurried right now with the weather, I'm going to have solid ice outside, and I'm not even get my door open to get in my own house. Come on. Come on. Do this for me. There we go. Okay. Take that off there now. Somehow. Okay. I'm going to start watching here, making sure everything's going into place here. This is up here, that's there. That's going into there, this is in there. This is way off, okay, that's fine. We have the yellow spring. Now, I don't know if you can see that. Oh man, my arm, yeah, everything will be in the way. Got a perforated end that goes in that secondary hole, like that. And this thing, it's hooked in there, and then you turn it so the spring fits. So I don't know if you can see that. And then we're going to try to put that back up here again. We have to make sure we got everything here yet. Okay, which we do. Okay, everything going into place. Looks that way. Gotta make sure we get hooked up good enough there. Come on, spring. Okay, now I don't have no tools. I scooted them all away at my leg. Perfect. That's just what I didn't want to do. Okay. There we go, got it. Then what I do here, I like to just bend that yellow spring a little bit. If it opens up, bend it in a little bit. There we go. Okay, and that's running, okay. Oh shit. Let's scoot up here. I didn't make sure this is on top of it. Probably can't get it through there either. Nope. Looks like we gotta take it back off now. I screwed up, guys. I don't know. Can I get through there? It's the first time I ever did that. I'm just gonna. I don't know. Maybe I'm wasting my time here. We're just gonna try this. If it don't work, it don't work. Just bend that up just a little bit. Give it some relief. It never happens to me, but only when I'm recording, guys. Then it happens. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm asking for a little too much here, guys. Well, maybe not. Closer. Okay, now we gotta make sure there's no twist in there though. So let's unravel it. Okay, like that. I didn't wreck it anyway. Ouch. Now, what we're gonna do is the spring is still coming out. See, just the way we want it. That's the way we want it to look when it's hooked up. So, let's bring this up a little bit. There we go. Well, it's sharp there though. What's next? What do we got for parts left? Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do Okay, and everything's still in the place. Make sure everything's in place because that's what makes the difference here. Everything so far looks good. Now I'll take a real slow tour around here so you can get a bird's eye view. Remember, this is the passenger side now. Okay, so the next thing what we're going to do, we're going to put the adjuster in. Now, on the adjuster, they come pre-greased, okay, on one side. So I leave that alone. And just loosen it just a little bit. But on this side, that this fits in here, I use anti-seize. Looks like I'm going to have enough around the lid. Maybe. Yeah. I'll put it on there. And then just turn it a few times like this to get it moved up. Yeah, a paper towel, others will have it on their face and their nose, and I'll have it on the dog, I'll have it on the doors, I'll have it everywhere. So make sure you wipe that off right away. Which I see a spot already all over my hand. Oh, look at here. It's crazy. As you get it all over the place. So let's just throw that there. Let's move this over here. Now, we're going to put this thing so the end that just slides on. No. Yeah, this is right. It goes to the left. No. And we'll go like this. Okay? Now, the next step is you have to put a red string on. A red string. Now the long side will go where the adjuster swivel it goes to. So we'll put it in there. And then what we're going to do is grab it with the old little vice grip here. Hook it up there. Okay. Then now we'll put our we're missing the string here. What I do with that? You notice the bag had a little hole in it, so I bet somebody robbed it out of there. Yeah, that's my luck with that. I probably don't have one here in my old parts either. I'm gonna have to get up and look around here. Oh, I got it in my hand. I got it in my hand. You ever do that? Any of you guys? No. This edge is just made to rest up against the shoe. Oh wait, no, here, I got it the wrong way. Like this it goes. Okay? So this rests up against the shoe like so. So you stick, this pin goes through that hole. That goes like that. Okay? Then, Has an R on it for right side. Means passenger. Okay. Then we slide this up in here like this, and then we slide it that way. Then we take a little screwdriver that I screwed it way over there. Should have a smaller one than this. Try that sucker. Try that sucker up and over. Up and over. Okay. Now I should string it away. Okay. Then you take this. Now remember, the spring side faces out. You can see the spring how it's facing out. And that gets hooked into this. Now I'm sitting so funny I can't look under there. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Probably can't. Okay, then what I'll do is I'll lift this over the adjuster so you can slide it on to the rider here, the guide. Just like that. Maybe you can't even see that either. No, you can't. So, boy, that's good. I got the camera right on the right side, don't I, guys? I gotta be careful here. I got a post holding it up. I don't want it to swing down. It might swing down and take out my leg here. Okay. We got this all. So now I'll take the flashlight quick. And I'm just going to look at everything. This is bent down. That's in the groove. That's in place. You want to inspect. This is in. That's in. Go to this side that you guys probably can't see. That's in there. That's in the groove. Okay, this is fastened good. Okay, so there we go. So then what I'll do here too, I'll push this in right away because I'm working on the front side. Okay, so that's in. The parking brake cable would go on first, but I have none, so. Why is that giving me trouble? What's going on here? Okay, I got everything in my way. I can't bend my legs down to see nothing here. I'm going to move everything to do something. Down here, this isn't in place. Come on, get out of here. Oh, gosh. Okay, remember that rubber plug for that line in the wheel cylinder? I can put that back in too, by the way. Just as soon as I feel out where that hole is for it. Okay, that's in place. Okay, this isn't in the place down here. Let's get you down here. Show you what I mean. All right. Okay, yeah, that's turned. Okay. This is the problem when you don't have a proper lighting. This is where it gets you. So we just got to take it off the guide. And come on. Come on, you just got to go out there. Okay, there we go. Now we'll push this up. A lot of people try to pry that on there, and all you got to do is take the adjuster and push it up, you know, out and up. And then you can take your finger and just put it right on there. I've seen that so many times. And then you just guide it on there, which I'm not on there. Make sure it's there. There you go. Make sure it's on there properly, and then just release this. Beautiful. There it is. Brakes are installed. Now they have to be adjusted. So let me go grab the drum. I'm not going to beat on it. Boom, 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 boom. Nope. Well, I need better lighting, don't I? Lighting? I need better lighting. Okay, but everything is in the place. I checked that, and that's all. Looks good. I'll go get the drum, I'll put that on there. I adjust it from the front because it's a new drum, so it's going to be flat all the way across. If it was an old drum, you'd want to put it on and adjust it from the back through the opening. Okay. Okay, so we did our inspection. Make sure everything's in place. So let's we'll get this thing adjusted. Don't take the drum back off. No, I'll take a slow scan around in case you're having trouble with your brakes. You can kind of see. And I use a vice grip really softly. Don't be clamping shit on there. We gotta turn it upward. So I adjust it so that way I can't clamp it down tight. We're gonna go a ways. Now again, this is a brand new drum. So across the machine, it's sometimes if you use an old drum, you might have a lip here. Then you got to adjust it from the backside. So I can slide it on, slide it off. Okay, it's way too loose yet. I want to feel just a little resistance on it. Where I could take it off, put it on, but I feel a little resistance, okay? It looks like you've got a ways to go here yet. Let me try that. Paint's so sticky yet. Okay, is that too far? Ooh. No. Then I take my fingers, I pull it half off, and I feel. I think we can go just a couple more clicks. I still think we could go some more, guys. Maybe there's some more yet. I don't know. I think we're going to stay right there. Yeah. I can still put it on and off. Okay. So there's some resistance on it. Not much. Not much, as you can tell. But it's there, though. Okay, guys. That's it. You know, obviously we didn't put the parking brake cable in, but the lever's in there, though, you know. And it'll stay put because it's pressuring up against the spring and everything. So the lever will stay back, okay? But it's there when I want to put the parking brake cables in. But unfortunately, when you put the parking brake cables in, I think you almost you gotta for surely take all the adjusters out. But sometimes you can get by just if you don't put the other end on, put this in on first, then you can fold it up, and sometimes you can finagle it in there, and sometimes you can't. And if you can't, you gotta take all the brakes apart because that's like the first thing that goes on. So let's do one more thing here. I just want to check something here. This spring, I just seen it. You know, make sure they're in the groove. Oh yeah, that's in there. Okay. So let's go for a small tour. A 3-hour tour. A 3-hour. Oh, never mind. God, don't get out of control now, Dale. Let's see here. Hang on, gotta get it in the right hand here. Alright. So you can see our springs are in the place. That's okay if that circle, the adjuster retainer, you know, is off. Don't worry about it. The paint on these springs are cheap. It just falls right off. So you can see how that goes. You see how it, let's see. You see how it goes in there. You can see all this is latched into place. And then I got the there. Let's go back this way. You see the strut rod, you know, clip is there. And then you can see how it's in the guide. The long spring, the yellow spring goes on last, the green goes on first. Look at the paint lay there. That's just from flexing. So you can see that, how that's, you know. And then there's that one. And you can see how this is working. Okay. See the R there for the right side. Okay. You can kind of see how far out that adjuster is already right there. And then we're back up here and then. So again, real quick here. Let's see, that's in there. We'll go around it one more time. You can pause the video if you want, if you got to look at something. You can see here too how that's up there, that retainer, right? Let's see, I can't point it. I got my fingers full. Well, those springs look terrible. Brand new. They're not powder coated anymore like they used to be. Getting by cheap again. So if this helps you with your 10-inch brakes, you know, I hope it does. Now, the other side is just like this, okay? It's not reversed, okay? If you understand what I'm saying. Everything's still kind of in the same position. Everything is. It's mirrored to this, but when you're looking at it, like the yellow, here, I'm going to set this down. The yellow spring here will be going like this too, okay? And the green one will be going this way. And the guide string will go this way, you know. The guide string goes that way. You don't take this and flip-flop it to the other side. It mirrors this side. So on this side, as I'm looking at it, everything is on my left hand. But now when I'm on the other side facing this way, it's going to be on my right hand, because I'm facing this direction towards us now. If I'm on that other side looking this way. Look at the stars, so it's sleeping. So anyway, guys, here's the bracketry and all that stuff. You know. Then when I took off the old leaf spring pads, and I cut a little small groove, and I just ran a little bead over it. I could have smoothed that out, but I said, why should I? You know. But yeah, so now tomorrow I'm going to do a video. We're going to put this thing in tomorrow. So please like and subscribe, because then you can follow along. And Mindy, the star of the show. Mindy, are you up? Are you up? Huh? I love you too, but I can't pet you. I can pet you with the back of my hand. She's saying, please subscribe, guys. Please subscribe for Uncle Dale. He needs the subscribers. I love my Uncle Dale. Yeah. Okay, you gotta get back. I gotta finish this up. So anyway, take care, guys, gals, whoever you are, wherever you are. When you do subscribe, I sure appreciate it if this helps you. I'll try to list tags on this thing, you know, 10-inch brakes and stuff, so it helps everybody. And I hope it helps you guys. But take care, guys. I gotta get out of here. The ice is coming down. So talk to you later. Bye-bye.